head cool down. Since my daughter started kindergarten, Karen had been bullying us. She even insulted my daughter. This was my chance to fight back. Smiling, I said, "Thank you for your service." Karen looked at me, bewildered. "What are you talking about?" "This building is owned and managed by me," I said. "I'm glad you like it enough to hold your party here, so I wanted to thank you." Karen stood there, stunned. After a few moments, she began to understand and turned pale. You're joking. It's not funny. Are you saying this high-rise is yours?" She glared at me as she said this. I was about to respond when my daughter stepped out from behind me and looked up at Karen. "It's true. We're here to visit Trevor, not you. We need to go, so please move," Erin said confidently. My daughter must have understood the hostility Karen directed at us. Karen, clearly shaken, still showed hostility. "Your daughter is as rude as you," she muttered weakly. Her usual authority was gone. Feeling emboldened, I continued. "I actually manage several high-rises besides this one. My husband runs several companies, and I help with the management. They're not as famous as your husband's company, but I manage high-rises and hotels in the city. They're all on my husband's land. Thanks to his hard work, we live comfortably. We should both be grateful to our husbands." Karen's face turned red with anger. "Then why do you dress so poorly?" she snapped. "I've never been concerned with fashion, but my daughter loves her clothes. She likes to dress comfortably for kindergarten, but today she's wearing something special. This outfit is from a brand your daughter wears too. It's their latest collection." My daughter struck a pose as I said that. "Isn't it cute? She loves this brand." Karen looked at my daughter's outfit, her eyes wide with surprise. Incidentally, my daughter's favorite brand is quite expensive, almost too much for children's clothes. I'm not particularly concerned with fashion, so her clothes often cost more than mine. The brand Karen had offered us hand-me-downs from was actually the same brand. She probably never imagined that we could afford such clothes, but our home is filled with them. Her attempt to assert dominance was way off the mark. It must have been embarrassing for her. I struggled to keep from grinning. "Well, you weren't there when I signed the lease," Karen said, trying to catch me in a lie. "You're just trying to rattle me, aren't you?" I remembered that my husband had handled the key exchange. "The man who gave me the keys was in a suit with big brown eyes." She insisted loudly, accusing me of lying. Unbeknownst to me, the other moms Karen had invited were watching us from down the hall. "I'm going to tell everyone you're a liar," she said triumphantly. I sighed, which seemed to irritate her even more. "Do you have anything to say?" she screeched. "Is this the man you're talking about?" I showed her a photo on my phone of me, my daughter, and my husband on vacation. She stared at the picture, stunned. "I have more. He's my husband. I have plenty of family photos to prove it." I showed her several more vacation photos, each one featuring my husband. Karen was speechless, her body tense. "Do you believe me now? We need to get going." Karen, desperate, shouted, "You think having money makes you better than me? You're trying to ruin my reputation, aren't you? You liar!" She started grabbing things, her shoes, items from her foyer, and throwing them at me. I shielded my daughter, letting everything hit my back, but never letting go of her. The sound of shoes and objects hitting the floor echoed through the hall. The other moms rushed over to restrain Karen. Even neighbors stepped out to see what the commotion was about. It turned into a bigger scene than I expected, but seeing Karen disheveled and defeated brought me some satisfaction. Afterward, rumors spread about our altercation, and Karen became isolated among the other moms. Her usual overbearing behavior had already made her unpopular. Some of the items she threw belonged to other moms who demanded compensation. Her outburst branded her as a dangerous person, causing her to lose her social standing completely. What a miserable ending for her. few months later, I heard that Karen's husband had filed for divorce. She had been spending his money recklessly, and after this incident, even the other residents had turned against her. Since she didn't have a stable job, she lost custody of her child and ended up living alone in a shabby apartment, working part-time at a grocery store. I thought it was just a rumor until I saw her working at a supermarket in the neighboring town. Seeing her in such a state, I felt that she had brought it upon herself. Meanwhile, I continued to live happily with my daughter and husband, who regularly takes us on trips and shows us how much he loves us. Every day is truly blissful. I hope that this incident has made Karen reconsider her ways, even if just a little.